Let's begin. Sitting in any comfortable posture, eyes closed. Bring all your attention back inward to only stay with the body, the breath, thoughts and emotions if they arise. For the rest of the hour, there's nowhere else for the mind to be, our attention to be. So begin with full body awareness. If you are practicing regularly, see if you can become aware of all the body parts and examine, just checking in. If you are new to the practice, you can run a gentle scan from the toes, going part by part, to make sure you're not clenching, tightening any muscles in this seated posture. Take a few moments. Make sure every part of the body is in your field of awareness. You are aware of all the parts on the front and back of the body. Just being aware brings a lightness, a subtleness to the different parts. Observe the state of your mind right now, the mental activity. Are there a lot of thoughts? Too many distractions? Is there something specific running in your head? Or is the mind more relaxed and at ease? Whatever the state, making space for that, being okay with however it is right now. Observe your breathing. Do you feel that your posture, your state of mind are allowing for a free flow of breath in and out of the lungs? How does it feel? Does it feel like the breath is free, smooth, and complete? Or is there some resistance to that full breathing, to that easy breathing? How can you make the breathing more comfortable? Keep the belly soft, chest, rib cage, shoulders open, back straight. All these support free movement of the lungs. Now your facial muscles, can you relax them and bring an activeness as if you're about to smile? Observe especially the muscles around the forehead, eyes, and mouth. That perfect amount of activeness also makes us more subtle. Now bring a chin mudra in your palms and fingers, thumb and forefinger touching each other lightly, the other three fingers stretched out. Again, here you're not passive, allowing the hand to be heavy on the knees, but neither are you overactive by tightening, keeping the fingers taut, stretched out fully. Finding that perfect balance where you're at ease, but every muscle is still active in holding the mudra. Check how light your palm is on the knees or wherever it is placed. Now bring that same quality into all the parts, into your arms. Every part, just trying to hold it light makes the muscles active. Your arms, your shoulders, the torso, all the back muscles being active is when the spine will be lengthened and tall. Chest and belly, light and active. The buttocks and hips. The legs. Legs as if you're about to lift your feet off the mat. So just thinking that, see how you can bring activeness. When you actually feel you have to lift, there might be a little more clenching, tightening. But just the feeling that you're about to lift can make your legs feel a little lighter on the mat. Being active, being gentle, subtle. Set an intention to be fully aware of the body, the breathing throughout the practice. Today's class, we will focus on the same aspect of bringing subtleness into the asana practice, pranayama. With subtleness, the practice elevates, taking us to deeper levels, whether it is opening up with the body, opening up with the breathing, and eventually opening up the mind, freeing up mentally, emotionally. And remember to enjoy your practices, going gentle and easy. Now let's chant our three Omkaras. Exhale and take a nice breath in for the first round. Observe all the sensations, aware of the whole body. Now you can bring your palms together, rub them actively. Cupping your eyes, you slowly blink them open. Right. So let's start with the legs stretched out in front of us. Time to move the toes, clenching, spreading them out. Just the toe movement. And now make your ankle rotation. Drawing big circles. Go gentle, keeping that lightness. Notice what all muscles are being engaged when you move forward in the circle, when you move backward. Reverse, going in the opposite direction. Check if you're active in the back. The minute the back muscles become passive, then the back starts rounding up. Enjoying the rotation and relax. Now raising your arms will make the finger movement, clenching and releasing. While clenching, if you take the thumb inside and then clench, there is a little more of a stretch for the thumb. And now making a loose fist, we'll make the wrist rotation. And reverse. See how active you are through the rest of the body. Relax your arms. Now, depending on how active you are in the back and the buttocks, you'll feel that much lighter in the seated position as well. So that full body activeness to stay light. Now we'll take the legs back and come into a tabletop position. Today's focus will be on staying light and subtle with our asana practice. So there are different ways you can bring that subtleness. So from your tabletop, just stay here. If you just stay here for a few moments also, you will start notice that heaviness settling. Depending on which part is active and passive, you must start feeling a pressure at the base of the palms, the wrists, or the knees. How can you now reduce that intensity? So subtleness means there is no feeling of solidity in any part. There's no feeling of that pressure against the mat. So how can you reduce that? Can you become a little more active in the fingers? Just become aware of your fingers, palms. Even in the tabletop, though you don't have to hold the back straight, can you be active in the back muscles, the shoulder muscles? If you go gently observing all these aspects, you will notice that the intensity, the solidity starts dissolving. Same thing with the legs. Can you be active in the buttocks, though the buttocks are not doing much to hold the pose? The calf muscles, back of the thighs. Feel that even your neck muscles, the spine, are helping you bring that subtleness, that lightness. Any solidity in asanas feels more intense when you focus on any discomfort and stay with that mental attitude of, oh, this should go away right now. But if you spread your awareness through the body and try to keep all the muscles active, every part participating, the same posture, you will notice that effortlessly you will be able to hold for a much longer time. So you just need to see some part is heavy, solid. Maybe some other part is passive. Maybe the top of the palms are passive. The fingers are passive. Your forearms, upper arms may be passive. So today we'll just hold different poses and see how you can bring that activeness in all parts to make you feel lighter, more subtle in your body expression. Now from here, just sit back on your heels, releasing any pressure, on the wrist. You can sit back, place your forearms down, allow your head to hang loose. Observe your breathing. Take a few moments here. Now looking to the front of your mat, stretch your palms, fingers forward. Gently walking your fingers forward as much as you can, lengthening the spine. So look to the front of your mat and then stretch your arms forward. And then as you breathe in, raise your hips, coming up to the center. And slowly see if you can take the hips lower also. And breathing out, you take your hips back up, sit back on your heels. So when you're back on your heels, looking to the front of the mat and moving your palms forward will allow you to stretch the torso, the spine. Keep your fingers spread out and gently continue with the movement. So breathing in, forward. How much ever you can go comfortably. Breathing out, sitting back on the heels. Let's go for 2 more rounds. Even in this transition, dynamic movement, it may not be able to take time to see how subtle you are, but you can still be aware of that. How light can you be in the movement? How active are you in the legs, though the feet and legs are not contributing here? And now come back to the center, to a neutral position. Bring your palms right under the shoulders, your wrists under the shoulders. Coming back to tabletop position. Now from here, gently as you breathe out, you'll turn your head to look towards your heels. Breathe in center, breathe out from the other side. Getting a little bit of side stretches. And keep going, just another round. And now, coming back to the center, tuck your toes. We'll go into a mountain pose and alternately bend one knee at a time, stretching the back of the leg. As you bend one knee, push the other heel towards the mat. And slowly you can place your knees down, lift your hands off the mat, and come to a standing position. We'll go with the Surya Namaskaras. Let us see how we can maintain that full body activeness, awareness. Remain subtle in the expression in every posture. So first round we'll go a little slower and see how we can maintain that same thing as we move dynamically. So check your samasthiti first. The position of both your feet on the mat. The weight on both the feet. The left half, right half of the body. Balance will make you feel lighter on the feet. active in all muscles, which keeps the back straight. Breathe in here, breathing out, Pranamasana, gentle in the contact between your palms, but active in every part. Even here, check if your feet to the head, all parts are active, participating. Breathing in, raise your arms up as if reaching your fingertips to the ceiling, and then see if you can take the arms a little behind the head and slowly extend the spine backward. You can look up if you're comfortable, even drop your head back, otherwise you can keep looking to the front. Now once you're here again, check where you feel that solidity, where you're feeling the intensity of the posture. If it's very intense, you can make it a little easier by straightening up a bit. Otherwise, wherever you are, if you're feeling tension in the arms, check if the back of the upper arms, the triceps, are active. Check if your forearms are active. Your shoulders are active. All the back muscles, even the front of the hips. Become aware of every part. Make sure you're not clenching. Make sure that the parts are not passive. And you will notice that lightness where you feel that you can stay there for a longer time. Keep adjusting. Asanas are very dynamic in the sense, though you're holding a pose for a while, there is a lot happening. You can keep calibrating, adjusting to reach that state of weightlessness, effortlessness in every posture. Keep the mind relaxed and keep moving your awareness to the different parts. Don't stay with one part where it is feeling intense. And straighten up slowly, gently. Take a moment here in your upright position. We'll go into the forward fold with the hands from the sides. That makes it a little less intense on the back. So take your hands from the sides. Start leaning forward from the hip joints. Keep the knees bent initially. Allow your belly to come to the thighs. Drop your hands down. Drop your head to look towards your knees. Now, while you're here with the knees bent also, try to reach your fingertips to the mat. Observe, are you using every part equally? Just because we are standing on the feet, we feel there's nothing much to do in the feet. Can you become active in the top of the feet? Just take your awareness there. The calf muscles. If you're comfortable, you can straighten the knees. Otherwise, stay with the knees bent, your belly and chest resting on the thighs. Active in the buttocks. Wherever you're feeling the stretches, observe the other part of that limb. For example, the back of the leg. If you're feeling the stretch on the back of the thighs, are you active on the front of the thighs? Are your shins active? If you're feeling the stretch on the buttock, are you active on the front of the hips? Are those muscles also supporting you in the posture? Are you active in the chest and belly? It's not only the back muscles that need the stretch. See what you need to do to feel weightless, to hardly feel the body in this posture. Your asana practice is most effective or you know it is progressing, then you start feeling the intensity lesser and lesser in the poses. And for that, you need to keep adjusting, becoming more and more alert, aware to whatever is happening in the body. And now slowly placing your fingertips down, take the right leg back. As far back as you can, place the knee down. You can stretch the toes out, look to the front of the room. Now your palms can be on the mat, maybe you're on your fingertips. And if it feels intense, check if you're putting all the weight on the fingertips. How can you be lighter in the fingertips? Are you active enough in the arms and shoulders? Active in the chest, belly, back muscles? Even your back muscles are helping you keep the body, upper body upright. Observe the buttocks, the hips. Where are you feeling the stretch? If it's on the front of the right hip, are you active in the right buttock? The right thigh, calf muscles, all the way to the toes? Are you active in the left hip on the front, the top of the thigh? With a relaxed mind, as you move your attention through each part, you will notice that the intensity is not so strong. It's easy to just modify to make it more comfortable. It's a little more challenging to stay as you are and find that comfort. But that is taking the effects deeper, making your asana practice more effective. So see how you can, with your awareness moving to different parts, how you can bring that lightness without clenching, without being passive. And now tuck the back toes. Take your time to lift that knee, gently lift your hips up and slide the left leg back into plank. So spread your fingers. You can keep your hips raised a little, spread your fingers, be active in the whole palm, and then shift the whole body weight such that the shoulders are right above the wrist. Your hips are neither sagging low nor raised too high. Plank pose, a beautiful posture to see how we can bring the right amount of activeness. Move your awareness, just like in our centering, from the fingertips through the palms. Go through all the parts. Lower arms, upper arms, shoulders. This posture is still intense, but mentally, how relaxed can you be when you're moving your attention through the body to the feet? Not giving importance to any one particular sensation. If it's too intense, you can place your knees down. So we'll anyway start coming down, knees down. And how actively, lightly can you bring the chest and chin down to Ashtanga Namaskara? Remain alert. See what happens the minute you bring your knees, chest and chin down. There is a feeling of let go in the body, which is good to release any clenching, tightness. But even here, are you aware of the chest, the belly, the back muscles? Take your awareness to all parts. How can you bring that lightness? with no strong sensations in any part. Now flatten your belly. Stretch the toes to the back. Today we will not lift up too high in Bhujangasana, almost just staying where you are. Just a little bit of pressure on the palms, looking to the front of the room, feeling that someone's pulling the head upward, forward. Get back to your full body awareness. Relaxed but alert mind. You are aware of every part of the body, knowing that every part is contributing here. No part is passive. No part is overactive. If you're clenching somewhere, release that. Only that perfect amount of activeness can bring that lightness. Once you start feeling that lightness is when you can easily settle into a posture without feeling the need to move out quickly. That is where you can feel the joy in your practice. And now, taking your forehead to the mat for a bit, tuck your toes. We'll go into a mountain pose, lifting the chest, belly, hips, knees, and slowly coming up. Adjust the position of your feet if needed. Staying active in the palms and the feet and through all the parts. Allow the hips to go up higher, your chest to go inward. Your shoulder blades coming together at the back, looking towards your knees. If you feel unstable in your current mountain pose, you can step your feet forward by one step. That will give you more stability to hold the pose. Otherwise, wherever you are, can you bring that lightness, activeness in your palms? Active in the back muscles, active in the buttocks, thighs, calves, even active on the front of the body, belly, chest, the front of the hips, front of the thighs. Every part taking you into the perfect mountain pose. And this time, bringing your right foot forward as you breathe in. You can look to the front edge of the mat, step the right foot forward. Suppose, place the left knee down. Suppose your foot stops a little behind. You can use your palm to move it forward. And then adjust your posture, keeping the chest open. Observe the pressure on your fingers and palms. How active can you be through the arms, shoulders, chest, belly, back? Take a few moments for that full body awareness to bring that perfect amount of activeness. Where a feeling of solidity in the body starts dissolving. Even without moving, modifying, adjusting, is there a way to bring that ease, that lightness? Suppose it's not happening in all the postures, that's fine. Then you can adjust. You don't have to struggle. To make this easier, you can also go on your fists instead of your fingertips. That releases pressure on the fingers, palms, wrists. If not, mentally at ease, can you stay here? Can your breathing be relaxed? As you breathe out, you can tuck the back toes in. Take a moment gently to lift that knee and stepping forward with that foot coming into your forward fold. You can be with your knees bent for a bit or straighten them, whatever is comfortable. Now in the forward fold, let's use the breathing to bring that lightness, to release tension, tightness. So as you breathe in, feel that every cell is getting that upward energy to bring that lightness, openness. As you breathe out, release any clenching, tightening. It's relaxing you in the pose a little more. Remain aware of the whole body. Breathing in, feel that expansion. Breathing out, feel that release of any overactiveness, tightness, clenching. Allow any knots to open up just with your breath awareness, full body awareness. And again, we'll come up with the hands raising from the sides to keep the back safe. So as you start breathing in next, raise your arms from the sides, active even in the legs, arms, every part. As you come up, take your arms up. Your palms can be parallel to each other. You don't have to join them. If you're comfortable, you can join. Otherwise, with the arms parallel, with that lightness, reach upward first. And feeling that upward movement with the breath. As you breathe in, gently lean back, arch back. See if you can open the shoulders also, as if you're trying to take the head, hands behind the head, even beyond how much the head is arching. Remain active in the muscles on the front of the body, the back of the body. No clenching, especially in the lower back, buttocks. Use every breath to feel that upward energy from the toes and feet. And as you breathe out next, straighten up. Palms in front of the chest, Pranayama. Keep breathing here. As you breathe in next, bring your hands down by the sides. Coming back to Samasthiti. Relax here. Observe how you're feeling throughout the body, mentally. Simple breath and body awareness. Allowing any strong sensations to dissolve. Bringing you back to a state of lightness, if that was not there during the practice. Even as you stand in Samasthiti, there is a possibility that some muscles in the legs are clenched. How free can you be in the different joints, free in the muscles. And when you're feeling stable, you can slowly come down to a seated position. One round of Surya Namaskara on one side is all we could explore today. So sitting down comfortably, we'll go into a lying position, get into a nice twist. Lying down. Bring your knees to your chest. Gently placing your palms on your knees, slowly bringing them closer. Roll on your back side to side. And coming back to the center, let's go into the twist, opening the arms out at shoulder level. Palms facing down. Drop your legs to the left side. And turn your head to the right. A complete stretch for the spine. You can close your eyes. Check if your feet are in a relaxed position. You can move that upper foot forward or back if you want. Let them be wherever they are comfortable. Stay with that relaxed full body awareness. Releasing any tightness, tension by remaining active. We are not allowing the body to become passive in any part. Even the lower hip is light and active. With that lightness, you're relaxing. The lower thigh, your shoulders and arms. Again, feel that expansion, that upward energy as you breathe in every part of the body. As you breathe out, you are releasing some knots, some holding, relaxing the body a little more. All the internal organs in the abdomen are also getting a gentle squeeze, which will also help them relax, bring more circulation to those parts. Your chest has a nice expansion. Now, as you breathe in, you can bring the body back to the center, taking your time, and then dropping your legs to the other side, turning your head, bringing that smooth twist along the whole spine. You can adjust the position of your foot if you want. You can place the upper foot on the floor, keep it stacked, whatever feels comfortable. Eyes closed. With lightness, activeness, relaxing into the twist. Allow the body to feel expanded as you breathe in. Release any tensions, tightness, both body and mind, as you breathe out. no part passive or heavy. The lower hip, lower leg, the right shoulder, see where there is a resistance to the twist. How can you release that? And slowly bring the body back to the center, placing your palms on your knees. Lightly roll side to side. And coming back to the center, point your feet up, point your palms towards the ceiling, and clench and release your fingers and toes. Now place your feet on the mat, take your hands overhead, behind your head to the floor. Give yourself a full body stretch. Clench your fists, point your toes, tightening every part, and then release. Relax. Keep your hands by your side. Adjust for shavasana. Adjust your hips and shoulder blades, your hands, your arms, your feet. Time to let go. As we get more comfortable with that effortless and subtle practice, the body may not even feel the need for shavasana. And you can still remain light and active there as well, mentally at ease. And now next 2 minutes, drop into the silence. You can either just feel the silence, enjoying it, stay there. Otherwise, keep your attention on the body or the breathing. Whatever it is, feel like you have locked your attention there. Relaxed observation of the silence, of body sensations, or the breathing. The next 2 minutes, that is where your attention will remain. If the mind still wanders off, gently bring it back. And you can slowly move the body, come back to a seated position, taking your time to adjust. Sit back, give yourself a stretch if needed. And once you're seated with the eyes closed, observe your body, the state of your mind. Now, as you're seated also, can you stay light and active? We will practice Nadi Shodana today, alternate nostril breathing. So bring your left hand in a chin mudra, again with that perfect amount of activeness. Right hand, Vishnu mudra, forefinger, middle finger folded in, using the last two fingers and the thumb to block the nostrils. So make sure your head is upright. And also, one thing is the way we press the nostrils. Sometimes if you're pressing towards the tip of the nostril, you're moving the central part of the nose, pressing against the bone, the septum also. So what you can do is take your fingertips a little below this. You'll feel that bone here, the bridge of the nose. Just place it a little below that and press lightly. You're not pressing into the central bone of the nose. You're just blocking using the flesh on the nostrils a little below that bone here. So try that. So with your hand ready, remember to feel that upward energy, remain aware of the full body. Now exhale completely through both the nostrils. Breathing in on the left, out on the right, in through the right, out through the left. Keep going. This is one cycle. See how subtle, light you can be in the body expression and the breathing. Effortless breathing. No need to force to make it deeper, longer. Go with the natural breath with full awareness. When you are fully aware and alert to the breathing with a relaxed mind, you will notice that the breathing also comes to that perfect amount of activeness. Neither are you overactive, breathing heavily, nor are you passive. The breath is flowing subtle, delicate, but you can notice that activeness because it flows deep in, filling the lungs, though it is gentle and subtle. The same quality in the body, in the breath, almost like there's no difference between the body and the breathing. Just like you did in the asana practice, even here you are aware of the full body, keeping it light, active, and you're doing the same with the breathing. You're active with the body, which means you're allowing that breath that energy flow throughout all parts. One last round. The next round, when you exhale on the left, you can bring your hand down. Observe the state of the body, mind. And throughout the day in your day-to-day activities as well, see if you can remain with that full body awareness, the breathing. See how you can bring that same lightness, ease in whatever you do. Now bringing your palms together, take a moment to feel grateful to the body and mind that you have, that are supporting you constantly in everything you do in your life. For how they supported you in today's practice. With love and gratitude for the gift of this body and mind, let us wish peace, health, joy for all forms, all beings in creation. With the closing prayer, exhale, take a relaxed breath into the belly. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms nice and actively. Cupping your eyes, moving your palms across the body, or maybe to some specific parts which need some healing. And then cupping your eyes, you can blink them open. Take your time.